I looked at some new headphones from JBL, and these ones are quite a bit different, and I've got every variant in front of me here. They're called the Sense Pro, and you can probably tell when you look at this image on the box that they're different than a lot of other headphones. So they sit like on top of the ear, and this part of the market is it's expanding a lot now. This idea of being aware of your surroundings while still listening to your content, still having good sound quality, but not being so closed off. If you're on a bike, if you're using public transit, if you need to be aware of your surroundings, which is a lot of us a lot of the time, then that's where this new style comes in. Obviously, the fact that it's not in your ear canal also means like it stays a little more hygienic, I guess. Like you're not shoving something inside of your ear. So this one is purple. It says open ear design concept, crisp, clear calls 2.0, voice pickup sensor, adjustable ear hook. As you can see, 38 hours of battery life. That's 8 hours in the Sense Pro and then another 30 in the charge case. So that's the purple. Here we have black, classic. There's also this kind of grayish natural tone. I might be partial to that, I don't know. We've got white as another option, and then there is a blue. That's one thing you can count on with JBL. They are going to give you color options. They're calling their technology JBL Open Sound Technology. There's 4 mics in there, and it also supports multi-point connection and wireless charging, plus they're IP54 rated. And then lastly, you can get 4 hours of listening time in a 10-minute charge, so you're getting fast charging as well. So we'll start with the purple ones, maybe I'll get to the other ones. Okay, so let's see what JBL is up to. So, ooh. Oh, that's more wobbly than I expected. Now I have, in the past, seen earbuds that work on this premise of sitting in front of or just above your ear canal. Some of those previous versions would have like a full-on headband, and they wouldn't be this small. These ones have a nice clear label on them as well for right and left. And when you wear it, let's just see how this goes. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm getting a sense for the benefit right now. You just don't even feel that thing being there. That's really what it comes down to. You don't even feel it. And obviously, I can still converse with you. I don't feel like I'm closed off at all. Yeah, for running, you can imagine that you've got to be aware of your surroundings, and that's no problem with these on. Now, one thing that comes from that is you get a slightly bigger charge case, as you can see here. It's color matched to the earbuds, but it isn't the depth of it. Like, it's still totally pocketable. You have a Type-C port over here, and this is where the earbuds are gonna fit in. So also labeled prominently right and left. They just dive in like that right there. You can also see there's an LED there. They're in pairing mode, I guess, currently. So you have an LED indicator light. They have an interesting balance to them weight-wise. Part of the components here are housed in this back portion. It just feels like the weight of the bud is distributed across the entirety of your ear instead of just one point. So we paired them up right away, and here's the app. So the app is gonna show us our battery life per earbud and then the case itself. We've got a couple different modes here. It's in smart right now, smart audio and video. So depending on if you're watching a video or listening to music, I guess it will shift back and forth on its own. We have gestures on the earbud for volume control and playback controls. You can actually customize these gestures. So tap and hold can trigger Siri. In the audio section, we have options for our equalizer. Spatial sound can be set up. They also have a Find My feature, Find My Buds. Let's see how loud they beep. Ooh, pretty loud. And that's not the case, that's the bud itself. So if you lose that bud, you're gonna find it, even independently. That's loud. All right, now let's get a little bit of music going here. It's interesting. I mean, it doesn't feel like you're wearing headphones at all. It kind of sounds more like there's just sound on in the room. Can you say something to me right now?
Testing.
Yeah, like, so I can hear him. There's no magic trick. There's no like lowering of the volume so I can hear him. It's just that the speaker unit is intentionally leaving a gap so that external sound can enter. That's the idea here. They're like active, productive types, you know what I mean? They're in and out of the meetings, they need to take a call all the time, but then you're constantly feeling disconnected by the fact that you've got, you know, headphones on. And in this case, you're not as distracted. You kind of actually forget that you're even wearing headphones. It feels like a wider sound source, effectively. One thing I would say that this style of headphone typically can't give you that much bass like you might be used to, but it's good that you can jump in here into the equalizer and also into the sound setting, and you can tweak that a little bit in order to emphasize the areas where you feel like you might want some enhancement. These would also probably be good for like relaxation around the house, listening to podcasts, things like that. You know how you have that where you feel like somebody is behind you? You know what I mean? Like you're just like in your house and you're like, you go like that, you thought you heard something or whatever, but you had the noise canceling headphones on, which actually happens in the studio sometimes. Mo will have the noise canceling headphones on. I'm walking down the hallway and he doesn't catch sight of me until I'm like a foot away, and then it's the heart rate goes up. For him, not for me. It's like almost like a whole new product, really. It's a new product category, and it's growing because more and more people want to be listening to something, but there's a downside to it with the typical kind of setup. And obviously JBL makes some of the best noise canceling headphones in the world, but this serves a different purpose, a different function for people who need to be kind of connected at all times and have private conversations and so forth. This, I'm kind of partial to this color right here. What would you call it? I mean, it's gray. It's obviously gray. It's a little more covert. You didn't even really notice that. Oh, you know what we could do is we could do a phone call. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you know what? I think a lot of people are buying these things for phone calls. I'm one of those guys right now. It's almost like Bluetooth headsets back in the day. The guy, you just see the guy who's just talking, having the meeting. He's going through the airport. He's at the coffee shop. He's walking down the street, and you're like, whoa, is that guy talking to me? And it's like, no, he's not talking to you. He's talking to whoever he's talking to. They would always have it in their ear, but only one ear, and it would often have an ear hook.
Yep.
The reason they did the one ear was because they needed to be aware of their surroundings. So not optimal though, because then you have one side of your head cut off from the world and the other side can hear the world. So you only hear it out of the one side when you had the Bluetooth headset of the old fashioned way, so you get hit by the truck on the other side. With these, it's equivalent. You're getting signal from both while simultaneously being aware of your surroundings. It's innovation, Will. I think I would choose this color, the gray. Black is always an option too. You know what I'm thinking? Like you go through the airport and stuff too. When you're traveling, you go through the airport, you take the thing out, pause the thing. The ones that have the conversation recognition, but it's always like a little bit too late. You can't trust it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I might just go for this gray one right here. You guys tell me which you would go for. Black, gray, purple, blue, or white.